Hey, welcome back all, or if you're new to the show, hello. Today a Hobby Master F-16 Fighting Falcon from the group of Greece. It's the 336 Squadron. It's HA38099 if you want to look it up. It's a new release. I haven't been unfortunate a bit with the delays on the delivery. My supplier, it took some time to get it here. It's all brand new still. Box art, it's looking very spanking good. They used the photos of the scheme designers on the back. Sorry, I thought it was the picture creator. But, so picture credit and also credit to the tail for this person here. Please zoom in if you want to look at it. But the artwork is looking really good. Let me check the artwork for you guys. So yeah, the box itself is really good. So it has a sleeve, so that's really cool. And on the inside is the standard F-16 box with just a sticker update. So we're gonna again dig into this model, have a look. I was already very impressed with the Dutch one, with the scheme of the 60 year, I think it was the 60-year anniversary. Now this is the 80-year anniversary for the Greek Air Force. So we're gonna have again a look at it and let's see what it looks like. But it looks very promising, so stay tuned. All right, so let's have a close up. So as I mentioned, the images are really cool, especially the tail of the art. That's the main reason why I wanted this one. This is apparently the art creator with his kit, so really cool. Let's have a look. So let's put this aside. Yeah, so the box is the standard F-16 box. The F-16 inside, I always like the camo of the grease planes, so let's have a quick peek. This one is going to go on stand with me. The wheel assembly you guys can watch at other F-16 videos. Feel free to have a look on the review side. But let's have a look what we got extra. So the box is, as I mentioned, standard. A lot of weapons for sure. Also some drop bombs that I haven't seen on mine F-16s yet. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Some cool fuel tanks in the same scheme as the tail. So for sure the fuel tanks will go on. The center fuel tank cannot go on. Also some guided bombs, I think. I don't know which ones these are. I need to look that up. They look odd. They look like the, how do you call them again? The wings fold out of the bombs. I don't remember the name. Maybe one of the guys in the comments can leave a comment. Please leave it there. I always like to learn more. And of course one stand. So as I mentioned, we're going to use the stand for sure. Because I have a perfect spot for displaying. So let's grab a pair of scissors for unboxing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to unpacking this one. It took a while for it to get released, or at least here in Europe, because I've seen a lot of pictures of everybody, people making me jealous with having the plane, because some countries get them way earlier than us. So I'm a bit of a late one here, but that doesn't ruin my day at all. Now see, the canopy is loose. Oh, that's interesting. I hope it's not damaged. No, it's not, so that's good. So yeah, the paint looks really cool. The pilot, standard pilot. And then, of course, we're gonna need the covers for closed. So these are the closed ones. And then, of course, I'm gonna show you quickly the wheel assembly. So wheel assemblies of 16s are always perfect. And you hold the center fuel tank in there. That's the one downside if you're gonna go on a stand, they don't work. And then, of course, you also have the front wheel assembly. It's correct like this, so it's under angle, let's say, and then straight. The plane itself, if you remove them, grab them gently. They are very sensitive, the F-16s. I hope that I can get this one out in one piece, because they reinforced, they for sure reinforced the plastic. Holy shit. They did their best here. Wow, this is the first time that I doubt if I can get it out in one piece. So you need to really push on the top side this time. A really heavy fit. And even the gummy came off. Let me remove that stuff. They put it on there to give extra protection. So if you want to remove it, give it a push on the top and not on these two. That was my fault. Now let's have a look at the plane. I always like to do a quick inspection before unpacking completely. The gummies are quite heavy, hard to remove. The plane itself looks stunning. Holy shit. Really nice. They did a really good job on this one. The tail itself, really cool. Even the details and scribble, really nicely done. A really nice plane. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm happy that I ordered it. Some little antennas that you really need to watch out for, most likely. As I mentioned in all my videos, watch out with the pitot, especially if F-16s and so on. These are way too sensitive. If you want to ever snap one, it's super easy with these. Let me put this one down. Oh, by the way, another detail here. 1943 and 2003. Nice model. So let's start seeing if we can assemble a little bit more. I'm not sure if I will put the pilot in, by the way, because I always have a struggle with the canopies of these things. And I'm gonna do this also with this one. I'm not gonna bother too much. They are, for me, way too much hassle to open. I wish they would change the design a little bit so that it would be a single part. I'm gonna leave that as is. The pilot is gonna go back in the box. I don't want that challenge today. I have some of my F-16s that have it in there, but many I don't. But I was really looking forward to seeing this in person, especially after the great job they did on the Dutch one. I also wanted now with the Greece one. The Greece always have quite interesting paint. So nicely lined up with the rest of the model. Let's see the base to put it on. The scissors are a bit dull, I think. Let's see. So the stand of an F-16 is always really good, I have to say. I cannot say much bad about it. They only go in one way and they will fit always really well, I have to say. So I'm a fighter without weaponry, or at least with no further action weapons. A little pin remover. I'll put it in the box for now. Let's see what weapons we're gonna fit under this thing. I'm not sure which ones it fits and how many you can add, but we'll see in a sec. And as I said already, these scissors are dull as hell. Let me grab a knife. Let me unpack that after the camera for you guys, so you don't have to watch that painful moment of me unpacking. Alrighty. So a knife sometimes works a lot better. So let me take all the weaponry that it has. So it has a JDAM. This looks like a JDAM. Laser guided bomb. 2 of them. Then the outer fuel tanks, really nicely done in Olympos and 36 Squadron. Both are actually done. Also the little cracks in there of the Thunder. Center fuel tank, standard one. We cannot use it, unfortunately, due to the being on stand. We have these guided weapons. At least looks like those flying bombs from Saab. Looks a lot like it, at least, or Iris or something. Maybe it's on the box and I didn't check it, but look really good. I haven't seen these before, so these for sure will make it on the plane. And then we have 2 little air-to-air missiles, but it already has the ones on the outer flaps. So let's have a look what we can fit. So for sure I want the fuel tanks on there because it fits the plane. So for sure those will go on. I hope you guys agree with me, because that is part of this plane in my eyes. Then there is not much choice. So you can either put the guided ones under there or the JDAMs. So in this case, I'm going to go with guided because I haven't seen those before. I haven't seen them on any of my models. I think I have on a Tornado something similar, but that's something that the UK made for weapons system. But for this one, I'm going to go with this. I hope these are meant for this because it has a really loose fit. Or oh, one sec. I think they are purpose fit. Yeah, so me not paying attention. So the slots are different left and right. So you can only put them on left and right, these things. This one is a bit bigger and it fits specifically on this part here. So that's something I needn't pay attention on. The little air-to-air missiles, they go on left or right. That doesn't matter, it looks like. At least it looks like. These are a bit fiddly sometimes. They also can come off quite easy, the missiles. Gonna see if I can get it on there. Sorry for having my hands on the camera now. I hope you guys don't mind too much. Let me see if I can do that easier with right. So as I mentioned, these sometimes are a bit fiddly to put on, but once you're finished with it, the finished product is always well worth it. As I mentioned, the glue sometimes fails because you have to put so much pressure on this frame to get it in that they can come loose. And it doesn't even fit all the way. And it's not the greatest fitment, I have to say. Now I'm gonna do this off cam quickly. So yeah, sometimes that goes just a little bit easier off camera. So I re-glued the missile, and it's nothing special, but it's just something, sometimes these things don't fit really well. So you can go with either JDAMs or these guided weapons. So it's really cool. You actually get some choice. So I'm going to shoot you guys at the end a little round tour video, of course, again of the plane. And I will see it at that point. So yeah, guys, a small close-up so you guys can see the undercarriage and a bit more of the details. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. That's all very welcomed. And yeah, I need to have a look at my stand. I think it's a bit crooked. It's making some noises now. But we'll have a look at that later on. Yeah, thank you guys. Take care and hope to see you next time.